If the whole time it was Tails, I'm gonna be... Look at the hang in there with the Chow. That's needlessly adorable. And I got the conductor there. Is that the... No way is that the Sonic Forces character customization thing. Oh, this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Everyone's favourite journalist, reporter Amy Rose, is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful. Already? Before you go, Espio and I wanted to give you your presents. My presents? You're both too sweet. Thank you. Is Walter White in this game? Yeah. Yeah, so Sonic and Breaking Bad did a collab. It's actually kind of crazy. I didn't expect it, but yeah, no, Walter White is in this game. Who let the rhino aside? Is Espio meant to be a rhino? No way. No way is Espio a rhino. I do not believe that for a second. What is Espio? Espio is a chameleon. Huh, he's a chameleon. I actually didn't know what Espio was. Vector, seems we'd have more guests. Amy, there you are. Have you found any leads yet? Want to join us in finding clues? Flattered, but at the pace you two are going, Sonic's murder will never get found. Oh, she's confident. She must have something up her sleeve. This tip is just too juicy to ignore. Pause! Pause! Wording, Amy! Phrasing! Come on, Amy. Work on your wording. I see you all around. Don't worry, Sonic. I really want to avenge you, and quick! How are you gonna leave? The door to next door is locked. You doubt the birthday girl? I have this key. The birthday girl has the master key. Right. Birthday girl gets the birthday key. Of course. It's the birthday privilege. I'll solve this case before anyone else. Bye! THICKENS Salamanca surprise appearance. Pog, he just beats the shit out of Sonic. Not before doing just a round of blue meth. Why is Amy's voice so deep? Because I don't think I can keep a consistent girl voice for this entire thing every time she talks, okay? Amy's just a little bit ill right now. That's my canon. Puberty? Well, yeah. Puberty hit Amy hard. Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough. Now, what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say. I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm, here to ask if anyone's hungry. Ah, starved! I'd kill for a chick. You'd kill? You'd kill? Is that so? I think we have our first suspect, boys. We have our first suspect. And it's looking like this green fuck here. I'd kill for a Parmesan chicken right about now. Maybe kill isn't the correct language right now. I'm Vector, the butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat. Pause! Pause! Come on, at least get a Johnny on it. Licensed to handle raw meat. I'm Espio, the poet. Ah, poetry. A resonant message from a poet to reader meant to challenge our delicate perspectives with the utmost rhythmic prowess. Hey yo, what type of game is this? Is this a murder mystery game, or is this gonna be this turns into some really raunchy Sonic hentai? Just totally left field. Can I hear some? Sure, teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La 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 dee 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 dee. Was that it? I have more if you'd like. Cherry blossoms in the spring. I'm satisfied for now, thanks. At least he's rhyming, I suppose. Ghosty and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leaving the dining car? Sure. It's simple. We just explained to Amy, actually. We were all sent off. Rouge, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic passed through this library car. But why is Sonic dead in the lounge then? Because we just came from there. Wait, how did this work? So we started here. Sonic was found dead in here. And we went to the saloon, and now we're in the library. So how is Sonic here? if he was dead in here, where Amy told me and Espio to stay. It's like Cluedo, secret paths in the corridor. True. Yeah, no, true. Yeah, there must be. He came all the way through and then he died in the dining room. So he entered every single room and spoke to everyone, went through the secret corridor, and then died. That makes no sense. I probably picked a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car. Yep. Where was Rouge? We happened to see her lipstick stain on the cup in the saloon bar. Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search the saloon car. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way!" at the brochure stand over there. But she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the car door. Wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something. After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car. So, wait, okay, so that's Rouge and that's Blaze. Okay, gotcha. And then entered the library car and locked the door behind him. More importantly, why has Shadow been knocking doors? Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car, where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up at the Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed Shadow left the saloon car. I realised this has been Vector talking the entire time, not Espio. I was doing the Espio voice. I guess we walked through the library car to the casino car, again locking the door behind him. And then returned to the... I'm giving him kind of like an Aussie-ish sounding British voice. I don't know, I don't remember what Vector sounds like. Then he returned to the lounge car, where he was meant to be stationed. When Vector came back, we realised Knuckles locked the door at the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car. That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it alright. We sat trapped here until Amy arrived, asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened. With all these locked doors, it seems Esper and Vector couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car. Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just gonna peek around, and we'll return with any questions. If you return with any meat, I'll chop it up for ya. And if you'd like to be serenaded with a poem, I got you covered too. Thanks guys. Their alibis seem solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves that what they're saying is true. We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post, and determine if Espio was actually in a library car reading. I to ask, but we can do it. Let's go to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely. He's vibing to some music. He's got a typical Shakespearean style feather pen and paper. Let's look at this cute Chow poster. A Chow hangs precariously from a tree branch. The large text below reads, "Hang in there." Wow, I really needed to see this. Huh? This little Chow's hanging in there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. If this Chow can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too. There's no way there was that much thought put into this poster. Right? No, true, you got a point. Ooh, brochures! There are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh! Ghosty, look at this! There's a couple maps here. There seems to be a map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take it. The library map has been added to my inventory. Should we take the brochure about a cave too? Look, there's stalactites? What the fuck is that word? Stalactites? I've never seen that word before. Stalactites. Nah, leave it. Oh, haha, yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves. So many books on the ground. Wish I had time to pick them all up. Well, do it then. I sadly have no interest in picking up these books. A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding up. But Rouge pulled a lot of these out to search for something. What reckless behaviour! I feel sorry for the poor books. Because I actually don't know who it could be. At this point, I genuinely have no idea who it's meant to be. It'll probably be something left field, like it ends up being Tails the entire time. What reckless behaviour! I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing. They're open too far. This kid feels empathy for everything. A globe of our marvellous planet. I haven't travelled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some of the countries. They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either. Ah, sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia. If only you'd been there. I have actually. If you're visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. Why would I go to a country and go to a university? Sounds like a weird thing to do. He'll tell you everything about the area. It makes one scrumptious sandwich. Yeah, I feel like if I'm on vacation, the first thing I'm gonna do is not go to a university. I'll keep that in mind, thanks. This group knows everyone and has been everywhere, haven't they? Anything else? The bin? Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there. I hate to say it, but there's nothing here. Ah. I really thought there'd be something in there. Ghosty, are you sad there was nothing in the trash bin? No, I'm alright. I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash bin he finds. You really think so? Yeah. You just gotta stay optimistic. Yeah, okay. These trash bins hide a secret, I'm sure of it. That's just feeding into delusion. Ghosty, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that. Was that supposed to be a compliment? Is there someone else that I've missed? There's so much more I can explore. Hang on. Wow! I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me. No time to rest. Alright, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. He's scavenging through all the book titles excitedly. He's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a train library. That's odd. I know some books falling out on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order, but this one. The Mirage Express Manual. It's a user guide to the Mirage Express. The train we're currently on. Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of this. Mirage Express Manual is added to my inventory. Chow's Cola. Is that meant to be Chows or Chaos? It's kind of confusing when there's little creatures called Chows, and then there's also Chaos Emeralds. I'm gonna guess that's Chows. Chow's Cola or Chaos Cola. Book of the month, Gone Gal. Ah, I actually know that reference. There's a book called Gone Girl. Yeah, I know that reference. Nice. Subtle, but nice. A coffee table is used as evidence? What the fuck? Ah, let's just take a pause and sit for a second. These chairs are very comfortable. Very comfy. So plush. Puts me right in the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap, personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes for a bit. Ghosty, no! Don't fall asleep. There's been a murder, remember? If I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time. It would be 2, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. What's this bright red book? Oh, yuck. This reeks of evil scientist Dr. Edman. Robotnik! His name is Robotnik! I gotta stop doing that. That's really hurting my voice. Yep, this is Dr. Edman's autobiography and recipe book. Autobiography and recipe book. What exactly is he cooking? Who let him cook? Who let Eggman cook? He ain't cooking shit. What kind of recipes? Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird this is even here. Maybe people just appreciate an omelette. You may not be wrong. Oh, poor thing. That arm is really struggling cleaning up this car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone to do its thing. Yeah, probably for the best. Did you bring me any meat to chop? I mean, I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train. You actually tried to bring a knife on the train? I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher. I think if you had a knife on you, we'd definitely think you were the murderer. What if I hid the knife? You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought. Can I take your order? Oh yes, please, I'm starved! Actually, I'm off to any moment. The murder mystery is more important. Then why would you show the menu to me? Come on, Ghosty, why would you tease him like that? True, why would I tease him like that? And here I thought I could trust you. You made a fool of me. Oh shit. Look, Ghosty, you've made him a fool. Come on, Ghosty, smooth this over. No, I'm the fool. Yeah. I smooth things over, but what cost? Oh well. There you go. Fancy a poem? Can I get a poem about space? I've made it up to space with my beloved antique vase. But a mistake in my haste dropped the vase from my embrace. So my antique I must now replace. What caused you to drop the vase? Don't read too deeply, it's just a poem. He hasn't thought it through, has he? I want another poem! I want another poem! What will it be? Trains. Locomotive in motion. I think I lost my lotion. The window shows the ocean. Oh wait, there's my lotion. That was beautiful, honestly, that was beautiful. It brought tears to my eyes, honestly. I'm actually crying. I'm trying not to hold back tears. I don't want to seem like a pussy on stream, but that's actually made me cry real genuine gamer tears with how beautiful that was. Thanks. No, be more appreciative. Thank you, Tails. I actually like that one. Huh? Can I take your order? I have a poem about this. Yes! My starved stomach bubbled, though I ignored a grumbling tummy, for the eggs I received are scrambled. When they asked for my eggs sunny, I do actually prefer scrambled egg to sunny side up. Wow, we don't serve any eggs on the train, though. My talent is wasted on you lot. True, yeah, no, it was. Fancy a poem? Interrogation. I don't think you have enough evidence yet. Why don't we look around a little more first? Is that not everything? There should be everything, right? There's nothing else I can click? Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car. It's unlocked. When Shadow left the library car, he locked his door on his way out. There's gotta be a reason why he's doing this. Should we make a note of it? Yeah, I do believe we should. Shadow's lock has been added to your inventory. Oh, I thought that would just mean I could leave. I didn't want to leave before I did anything. I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio and find out what really happened. Let's talk to Espio first. Interrogation. So, the two of you don't believe us, eh? It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Ghosty and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library car. Vector, what's up with you? Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if need. Oh, that's easy, I got bored. What? I wasn't entertaining enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social. Plus, we were instructed to mingle. We remembered the arcade machine in the saloon bar, so I figured I'd go check it out. Seems to make sense to me. It seems to line up with the information we gathered from Knuckles. Then that brings our attention to you, Espio. Rouge entered the library car, found something, and then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car? Of course he was. Huh? Once Espio starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen. It must have been a good read. What was the book? Espio doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing? What kind of things do you think I read? Harem. If you don't talk, I have a hunch on what that book might be. Ghosty, could you help me out? Alright, Ghosty, what book do we think Espio may have been reading? The manual? A manual? You think Espio was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this? I wonder how hard this is gonna be. Pause. Yep. Oh, that's cheeky. Oh, ninja stars. Oh, Mr. Coins. Oh, I didn't get them in time. To be fair, you were both grasping. I knew it. You got this book, Ghosty. Let's try again. Do a little jump. There we go. Look at this. Hardcore gamer. Did it second time. Never failed at anything in my life. Never failed at a game in my life. Skill issue? Shut your fucking mouth. There are books scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone, at the very least, picked the manual up and put it back in the correct place. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, Espio. Hey now! You're a rockstar? Guess you gave on? Go play? Sorry. Won't have you insulting my pal like that. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself. Apologies, Espio. I put you in a poet. Friendship can form anywhere. That is indeed the book I was reading, the Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual, Ghosty, if you don't mind. Could you ask Espio some questions about the manual? Just flip a page and ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz Espio about the manual. Prove he read it. Which page should I quiz him on? 362. Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During events, they could perform various tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes off afterwards. I remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself. True, no, I remember that as well. Though I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors. Robotic arms can also detect weapons and explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passenger safety. Seems like Espio aced the question. Go see him with another one. Oh, okay, which page should I do? 89. What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No refunds, and you will be charged on a no-show fee. This does not apply if you are over the age of 65. Gee, the person who made the rulebook must have been over 65. Last one, Ghosty. Let's see if Espio can go 3 for 3. Gotcha. Which page do I pick last? Page 16. What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease general train obligation? An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests. Remember this, the train was an autopilot. It can't access its full suite of its capabilities without the conductor present. Now, did I pass your little test? No. I hate to say it, but no. Huh? Haha, just you think you passed. Completed your test with ease. All my efforts were only to please, but you joked and japed, said no to my face, and now I wish you were riddled with fleas. Did he just rhyme a curse at me? You've clearly read the manual. Those answers feel too specific to be guesses. Well, you both had the nerve to question my body like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read? True. You have to admit though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does seem a bit suspicious, even if true. But he answered all my questions so calmly. That's very impressive. No, I understand everyone's cautious attitude. Vector was the only one to see me reading after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate, despite being the truth. Huh? Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we can't... Espio, is that true? Vector was only once seen you reading? Yes, that's correct. Problem? Frankly, I don't believe that can be true, and we have evidence to back it up. Ghosty? He always puts me on the spot. Okay, Ghosty, think. We should have a piece of evidence linked to someone who saw Espio reading, but what? Oh, Shadow's lock? Really? Shadow's lock? Please, pray tell, what this has to do with anything? We're up, Ghosty. Let's get our argument together. Really? I didn't actually think... I would have thought if we kept the evidence of the... Because that would also show that... Vector couldn't possibly be in the saloon and in the other place at the same time. Because obviously he was playing the game with... He was playing the game with Knuckles, so how could he have also seen Espio reading... Oh, fuck. No! Okay, we good. Ah! Fuck! Okay, that scared me. We good. I actually got jump scared by fucking Sonic. That's insane. Vector was in... Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine. Yeah, so Vector was in the arcade machine with Knuckles playing Super Monkey Ball. How could he have seen Espio read the entire manual? Is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, but I ended up beating it, so it wasn't a high score for long. Crocs aren't natural gamers. Espio said he saw Shadow enter the library car. He mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentioned that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, Espio was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. Huh? We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car. So there's absolutely no way Shadow and Espio didn't notice one another in Shadow's return trip. I mean, it was a simple slip-up. It was just fully immersed in my book. And I didn't notice Shadow. You're telling me the sound of doors opening, locking, wouldn't have caused you to look up? Well, you see, I can sense Espio's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So, if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment, were you really in the library car at all? How? But how would Espio leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw Espio in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear Ghosty. One that I would love for Espio to solve. You gotta believe me. That cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved with my book, I didn't notice Shadow passed through the library car. Honest! When Vector returns, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I think I remember doing that. I must avenge my friend's death. So I ask you again, Espio. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did he leave the library car? Well, I wasn't, I didn't. Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's on something, but I don't see it. Was Espio simply sitting reading, or did he actually somehow vanish to not notice Shadow's return to the library car? What should I do? I'm gonna join Tails. No, I can't interrupt Tails while he's on something. I'll let him continue his line of questioning and let him cook! Ghosty, my favorite and beloved employee, please. Protect the passengers aboard this train. They must be taken care of. If you fail, the lawsuit would be torturous. Don't allow such an old, feeble soul get sued. I don't remember him saying any of this. Once again, this is my first day on this job. I do not remember the conductor saying any of this to me. I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails! What? We have a piece of evidence that can answer all our problems. Alright, my fellow associates, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another? Fucking, I actually don't know. Lock, I guess? Shadow's lock? Ah, Ghosty, that's not quite right. When Shadow returned to the library car, Espio and Shadow didn't see each other. What piece of evidence can explain that? Did I forget something? This one? Alright. Now let's get my thoughts in order. How does this explain anything? I actually don't know how a map explains anything. Oh shit. Oh shit, my depth perception. No! I totally just missed where I was going. I love this little minigame, it's quite cute. If they released the full 2D Sonic like this, do you reckon people would like it? Or do you think it works as a minigame? I imagine some people might like it. I did it! Took all my might, but I did it. The library map. Oh, I see. See the exits? They're right across from one another. A straight path. Well, yeah, so that means... Oh. Espio could have been sitting in either those seats here or here. Okay. If Shadow walked down the straight path, there's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen one another. Looks like you have a point out exactly on the map you need. Where could Espio have been for Shadow not to see him? Here. Interesting, that's where I was sitting reading my book. I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was sitting in the same spot. That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another from this spot. Because the bookcase is in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio, or vice versa. It makes a lot of sense why he never mentioned Shadow's return, Espio. There's just no way you could have seen him. I apologize for losing my cool back there. I feel like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. See, this is why Tails is the homie. He can admit when he's wrong. Tails is the homie. Thank you both for answering all our questions. We did it. Another pair of alibis validated. Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end. Well, I'm exhausted. Gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy. Likewise, I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge, and especially Shadow. Oh? Seems the door to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open. She passed through earlier. Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vexar and Espio. Give him back. Now if you need any meat chopped up, say the word. I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. A murderer is on the loose, while doors keep getting locked. Tick tick tock goes the clock, while our heroes are in the caboose. At this point, feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this. Come on, Ghosty, let's see what's next. Coming! Ah, you know what would really piss me off? Is if they say that, and then it just suddenly goes, demo over, and it makes you pay full price for the game. Like, the game was free, but just imagine they just done that. Just out of the blue, just like, alright, time for you to pay. You're halfway through the game, pay up. I would be so annoyed. Sure you don't want to stay and look at all the great books a little longer? One more look around. You can never spend too much time in the library. Do this for you, Tails. Have a look at the books, and then we can leave. I'm pretty sure I've looked at everything, so we can just leave. £10 for 50 more lines in the story. Ah, dude, I would be so annoyed. The mystery calls. Okay, the investigation continues.